Hi, welcome to today's book review. The book we're looking at today is called Better Off Dead. It's written by Lee Child and his brother Andrew Child, and it's a continuation of the Jack Reacher novels. This is Jack Reacher 26. For those who don't know Jack is no middle name, no fixed abode, ex-US MP, writer of wrongs, and the nemesis of the bad guys everywhere. The story starts with a typical Jack type story where he ends up in a back road in Arizona, finds a Jeep that's crashed into a tree in the middle of nowhere. The person in the Jeep isn't quite who he thinks they are originally. Her name's Michaela Fenton. Turns out Michaela's looking for her brother, Michael, her twin brother. And Jack being Jack gets involved in trying to find Michael. And it turns out there's a local bad guy called Dendonka who appears to run a legitimate business but is clearly up to some nefarious schemes of which Jack endeavours to find out. So that's it. It's a typical Jack story. Jack and a female sidekick trying to sort out the bad guys. A lot of people will say, well, maybe we've done this before, and to a certain extent they're right, but that's what Jack does. The story whizzes along and it's a very easy read. There has been some criticism, I guess, by Reacher fans, myself included. I've read all the Reacher books, to say that maybe we've been down this road before. Jack ends up in the middle of nowhere, finds a female sidekick and sets off after the local bad guy. However, it's well written. It fairly whizzes along, as I said before, and I think on its own, it's a relatively good read. Maybe if you're a long-term Reacher fan, then you probably find that maybe it's not quite as good as some of the previous books. If you write 26 books, they're not all going to be brilliant. Some are very good, some are okay, some maybe not quite as good as the others. And I think there's a general feeling that maybe this current incarnation of Reacher isn't quite as thoughtful and incisive as previous Reachers. This Reacher is a very violent Reacher. Lots of fights, lots of action, but not so much the analysis that you used to get in the earlier books of when he was a military policeman and his insights from that. Maybe we need to return to that, because at the moment... So that's today's book review. I'd give it 7 out of 10. It's a good read if you just set it on its own. If you're looking at it in relation to some of the other Reacher books, maybe not as good as some of the early books, but still worth a read. And of course, looking forward to the next one, which will no doubt be out in October 2022. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the review. 10/10 till we do it again. Thanks.